Hey guys, welcome to Heart to Talk, the podcast. I am the host and creator, Teresa Caesar. My intention for this podcast is to deliver to you wisdom, inspiration, and consciousness through solo episodes and conversations amongst insightful people. It is my greatest honor to bring to you talks that come from the heart. Hello, my amazing listeners. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for joining this episode in which I'm so excited to be recirculating a powerful conversation I first had with Annette Mariel years ago on this podcast, and where we dove into two guiding principles that shape our lives, and that is the power of belief and making excellence your brand. Now, why are these principles so important? Well, belief is the foundation of transformation. We don't become what we want, what we wish for. We become what we believe. If you believe you're worthy of joy, happiness, and success, and you take responsibility for creating it, you'll act in ways that make those things a reality. For example, someone who truly believes in their value will attract opportunities that are high level, supportive and healthy relationships, and new possibilities. But if you carry limiting beliefs like feeling unworthy or fearing failure, those can unconsciously block abundance or connection, even if you so deeply desire those. Our beliefs act as magnets, drawing in people and experiences that reflect who we are inside. That's why one of my favorite modalities are daily affirmations to help me with reprogramming beliefs that are not serving me. And I've created a tool, which is the affirmation deck, in which allows you to make it part of your daily practice or ritual. My affirmation deck helps me ask, what do I need to believe today? And each card offers a chance to reframe, reset, and step boldly into a new version of myself. Think and feel and believe new things so that I can attract that next level of myself. And it's so powerful. I don't plug in to my phone first thing. I don't plug into my fears. I plug into my deck, and it is transformational. And so because you are a listener of this podcast, you get 15% off my affirmation decks if you go to my website and use promo code podcast at checkout, or just visit the show notes of this podcast episode and you'll just get a link to get right there. All right, circling back into the episode. So we talked about belief is the foundation of transformation. And the other guiding principle that is so powerful that Annette and I talk about on the episode is excellence. And so choosing excellence, is not about chasing perfection, but it's setting a standard that allows you to really hold yourself to a level and accountability that it truly is infectious. It's about showing up your best, regardless of the job you have, the relationships or circumstances. It's about being intentional, infusing everything you do with your highest level of care and authenticity. Annette and I talk about on the episode, and that we live out every day, is we make excellence our brand. I am so excited to just bring Annette Mariel back onto the show. She's a leader who lives out these principles every day. A little bit more about Annette. She is a certified holistic nutrition consultant, hormone balance specialist, speaker, and best-selling co-author. As the creator of the Sexy Hormones method, she empowers women to balance hormones, reclaim radiance, and embody their most magnetic selves. Through her masterclasses and coaching, Annette integrates wellness, beauty, and performance so women can thrive in every part of their life and business. Friends, I am so excited to bring to you my powerful conversation I had with Annette on the power of belief and how to make excellence your brand so that you can live out your most magnetic and empowered life ever. Let's get started.
If you think about it, usually people don't come up to you and ask you, what do you believe? They usually ask you, what do you do for a living? They usually ask you very surface level questions. I think it's rare for people to ask these deeper questions unless you are in a community that thinks that way, just naturally ask these type of questions. Like you and I, we dig deeper and we go for the soul level questions. So it's something that we don't really think about on a daily. We think about what our career should be. We think about where we should be living. We think about all those things, but we usually are not challenged on our belief system. And it's very powerful to know what you believe because then you have a direction and you're not easily swayed. When people come into your life, you're not easily swayed off that path. It's very hard for people to manipulate you. It's very hard for them to have malicious intent for you to go in that direction. And usually you can spot it.
I had realized we just are like on autopilot with our beliefs. So give yourself the permission,
Mhm.
right? Create your core belief system.
Mhm.
And it's everyday work and it's a process. That's an editing process. Like for me, I feel like I'm still constructing what I believe.
A lifelong process. I don't think you wake up one day knowing all your beliefs because, as we go through life, we go through different experiences which shape our beliefs. So we can add and take away as much as we want. Beliefs are so important because they frame your choices of the day and your choices create your future.
Mm.
So if you believe that you are a person that is a successful person, you believe that you're destined for success, you're going to make choices that are in alignment with success. You're going to make
Mm.
choices that create that future that you want. Versus if you don't believe that at your core, you may want success, but you're not going to make the choices that will ultimately give you that future.
Yes, I love that. I feel like your beliefs are like your life blueprint, right?
Yes.
What you believe about yourself to be true, and then the world.
I mean, you can apply that. What you believe about money, what you believe about every part of your life, that's going to shape who you are. And so the way you start to look at your beliefs and to determine if they're in favor for your highest good or not is if they bring you peace.
Mm.
And if they don't, if you're not peaceful when you think about some of your beliefs, then that is not your belief. That is a belief that was given to you, probably unintentionally.
Yeah.
And this is not a blaming. This is not blaming the world, family, or anything. We find our power when we take control of our life. And that is taking control over our decisions and taking responsibility over our decisions. So if in the past you made decisions that were not in favor for your highest good, forgive yourself. That's okay. Because you find your power in taking responsibility because now you know that you can easily change them. You can easily choose another belief. And if you keep on saying, oh no, this is just me, this is just the way I am, well, you're just going to continue that pattern. For a week, change the way you speak, change the words that come out of your mouth, change how you speak to others. That's going to start rewiring your belief in whatever area you want to rewire. And it's everyone's responsibility to do this because when we are all acting in favor of our highest good, we have the power to do more good in this world. And it's quite selfish, I think, not to do that because we
Mm.
are falling victim to our excuses, and our excuses are making us small. And then we can help our family, our community, the world the way we want to. And it all starts with you. And that's cliche, but it's true. It's very true. It all starts with each one of us. There's no way that this world is going to find peace unless more people take responsibility over their happiness and they don't put it on someone else. And then can you imagine these full people that are full all on their own come together? It's like superpowers coming together. And it's quite amazing when you're around people who take responsibility and don't shift the blame on other people, who want to do good in this world.
Any other tips that you have to go on the path of creating a belief system that is in your favor, that empowers?
I just heard this recently from Oprah, actually. She said, shoot for excellence, make excellence your brand. And
I love that.
that resonated so much with me because, everyone is talking about brands. Do you have a brand? What do you do? And what's your brand? It's very popular now because we're in this digital world. Everyone's online. And just believing in excellence in everything you do, like shooting for excellence, even when no one is watching, you become impactful and memorable. Whatever job you are in, you impact the people that go to wherever you work, show up strong, and you become memorable. Then you open yourself up to more opportunity because you're excellent, you're shooting for excellence. You're probably going to get that promotion. But in everything you do, even if you think no one is watching, be excellent in it. Shoot for that because that's who you are.
I love that.
Person who does good in everything that you do. And if you just don't take the back seat, you take the driver's seat. And so to kind of close that concept out, that's how you start. Like if you don't know where to start, so if you're in a job you don't like and you don't know how to get out of it, all you have to do is show up and be excellent.
I love that.
Where it's going to start shifting everything. You may stay there, you may not, but that's all you have to do. Show up and be the best version of you can in that moment. And the next day, again, the best version of you. And by me saying being the best version, it's not me saying shooting for perfection. Not at all. It's actually really beautiful to shoot for the stars and be okay with imperfection. And it's okay to move forward and make mistakes and just continue moving forward. The best of the best still make mistakes. And what determines your success is how long you stay down in the dumps because of that mistake. And,
Love that.
and who knows, it probably is not even a mistake. It's just a learning moment. And the faster you're just able to move forward, you gain more traction. So shoot for excellence. Look at what you believe in the world in all these categories and feel into your body. If it brings you peace, then that's great. If it doesn't, then, you have some homework to do and some beliefs to shift.
That's a beautiful tip, Annette. Well, thank you again. You always inspire me. And I'm going to be actually telling myself that shoot for excellence doesn't mean perfection. When you do that, you've done your best. So I have 3 ending questions to ask you. The first one, what is your favorite podcast besides Heart to Talk?
That's a hard one because Heart to Talk is incredible. So I would say my favorite podcast is The School of Greatness by Lewis Howes. He's been on for a while, but whenever I want to just kind of get inspired and reignite, if I'm on a long drive, just listen to a podcast that is going to take up the time of that drive, that 2-hour drive or whatever. I always go to Lewis Howes and listen, and he always has incredible guests on. I actually met him a few years ago, And
Awesome.
yeah, so School of Greatness is definitely a great podcast besides Heart to Talk.
Yes. Oh, I love that podcast. Well, thanks for sharing. All right. Next question. What's your favorite hormone tip for our audience?
Ooh, I mean, there's so many. So I'm just going to keep it down to one today, and is stay away from dairy. So as much as possible, dairy, even when it's organic, it naturally has hormones in it. And especially if you are a woman who experiences a lot of PMS, you want to stay away from dairy around that time, and it will significantly decrease your PMS.
Oh, that's a great tip. Oh my gosh. And I've been staying away from dairy and I feel it. So thank you for that tip. All right. And last question, Annette, what do you believe?
I have an I believe speech that I wrote many years ago, and it still holds true to this day. So I'm going to read it to everyone. I believe love is the driving force of all creation. I believe that love is integrated in everything we do and all the beauty that we see inside. I believe that love is directly linked to the beauty and passion that we feel inside. I believe that passion is derived from love because when we love something or someone, we build a fire of passion within us. I believe that passion propels us into a life that allows us to fulfill our heart's desires. I believe that passion allows us to have the courage to be unapologetically ourselves. I believe that passion is the spice of life. Passion comes from the heart. When we find our passion, we find our destiny. I believe that passion is contagious. And when we live our lives in our unique passion, we inspire others to find their passion. What a beautiful world it would be if we all followed the path of our own heart and found our unique calling through our passion. I believe that passion fosters perseverance and courage. I believe that perseverance and courage can win you battles in life that you never even imagined you could win. This unbelievable accomplishment is preceded in all the stories of success we hear about. It took love, passion, courage, and perseverance to find that greatness. I believe that greatness is not just a gift given to a few, but a gift given to every single person on this planet. This is the power of our heart. And when we uncover the tremendous light that shines from it, we find our greatness.
Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. Please download, rate, subscribe, and share this podcast. Also, be sure to visit my website at teresacaesar.com to check out my inspirational merch, connect to my social accounts, and much more. May you continue to be filled with wisdom, inspiration, and consciousness. Otherwise, friends, I will be back for another episode of Heart to Talk.